Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got game 2 against the Cubs. Able to bounce back yesterday and get, what was it, a 5-2 win. And with a couple solo home runs by Zach and Tom. Good to see them get one over the fence again. It's like a beautiful day, a beautiful Wrigley Field. Very possibly my favorite building on Earth. Cubs with their regular lineup out there in the field. Butron, who I do think we did see earlier, though I don't remember anything about him. But we did see him earlier, I'm confident of that. So, yeah, I do vaguely remember that big sidearm motion. I think he threw a lot of curveballs. Alright, Kester at the plate to start things off today, and we'll start off with a curveball for a strike. I don't know if it sails when you do almost submarine like that, but in any case it was high, and then a fouled off pitch makes it 1-2. Popped up, Pena waiting for it, standing right on the base, which Kester never got there. One away. Here's Marvin. He's going to start off batting right-handed. We'll look at strike one. Hits this one, a line drive into left, and it does get down in front of Carlos Quinton for the first hit of the game. Here's Chief. He had an awful game yesterday. I think he struck out 4 times and walked. Marvin is immediately picked off. So there goes that. 2 away, base is empty. First pitch, backdoor slider for a strike. Similar pitch, but doesn't, I think it went a little higher. Chief chases a high one that makes it 1-2. There's a line drive into right field. That has to feel good after yesterday. Runner back on first with 2 outs now. Terry at the plate. Looks at strike one. Pitch is up and out. Swings and misses at the curveball. That fastball a touch too high. Might have been outside as well. Popped into the air. Telemaco giving chase, but it hooks foul and bounces into the crowd. 2-2 then. That pitch well up and out. We got a full count with 2 outs. Chief will be off. Terry swings and misses, and that'll end the first inning. Couple hits, but not much to show for it for the Squirrels. The Cubs will start off with Turris at the leading off like he normally does. Regular lineup still in today for the Squirrels. Jonathan on the mound. Then we have got one more game in July tomorrow, and we'll be off to August. Jonathan starts things off with a fastball for a strike. Palm ball misses outside. Curveball bounces in. This is hit foul down the third base side. It's a 2-2 count. I just realized I still have my school badge on. Oh well. It's a full count on Turris, and he looks at strike 3. Slider right over the plate. Don't know what he was looking for, but apparently not that. So here comes Santana, who immediately puts us out in the left field for the first Cubs hit of the day. See if he gets picked off like Marvin did. Have my doubts. Carlos Pena looks at strike 1. I feel like we are picked off far more often than we pick other teams off. But we don't seem to be a very good base running team in general. Let's be frank about that. Pena goes down looking, brings Carlos Quinton to the plate. Runner still on first with 2 outs. They'll look at a palm ball for strike 1. Throws it again, and it's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. Cubs with a hit, but also nothing to show for it. We move into the second inning. Frank is going to lead things off for Indianapolis. Butron starts things off with another curveball for a strike. Fastball catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, here's Tom. They hit a home run late yesterday. Looks at a strike here. Hits this one right to Pena, who will step on first himself. 2 away. Here's Zach, who hit a more meaningful home run. He's the one that broke the 2-2 tie. Looks at strike 1. That pitch is down and out. Not that Tom's home run wasn't important, but it wasn't a tiebreaker. Zach's got a 1-2 count. He will put this towards the middle, and it gets through for a base hit. I feel like Cabrera probably should have had that, which I did check on him, by the way. Today he should be cleared, injury-free. He was dealing with some sort of bruise. Didn't tell me any more than that. But apparently he is recovered now. Joey's got an 0-2 count at the plate, and he'll look at strike 3. Again, the Squirrels put a runner on, but cannot get even to second base. We go to the bottom of the second inning, where Rongo Rongo is due to lead off for Chicago. First pitch is in there for strike 1. And that pitch is down and away on a curveball. Jonathan puts in a palm ball, which gets fouled away. That will make it 1-2. This is kind of fisted over towards second. Kester's able to catch that on the fly. Here is Orlando Cabrera. You notice his little emoji up there is no longer green. He'll look at strike 1. And that curveball bounces in. Popped up, but it's in a good place, right in between 3 different fielders. So the Cubs put a runner on first for Telemaco. Only 1 out. Jonathan from the stretch goes over to first, but Cabrera back in plenty of time. Fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. This one misses inside. That one catches the corner. 1-2. Curveball hit towards short, right to Joey on a little bloop line drive. 2 away with the runner on first for Stultz, who did get a hit yesterday. So he looks at strike 1. I don't think Telemaco did, but Stultz definitely did. Fouled back. Tom can't catch up to that. It's an 0-2 count. So check over on first again. Palm ball is ground to third. Chief off to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the third inning. Jonathan is due up for the Squirrels. It's still a scoreless ball game.
Number 1, Jonathan, pitcher.
First pitch goes out of the zone. That one catches the corner. 1-1. Up and in, makes it a 2-1 count. Fouled back. 2-2. Jonathan looks at strike 3. 1 away. 4 strikeouts for Butron, the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester not one of those. I think he popped out. He's going to bloop out here as well to Carlos Pena. 2 away, and here is Marvin, who got a base hit and then was picked off in his first at-bat, as that pitch is up and out. Down and out, it's 2-0. Excuse me. Looks at strike 1, hits this one a bloop single out into center field. Kind of similar to what Cabrera did. Runner on first with 2 outs. Chief got a base hit his first time up. Now this one right to Cabrera, who will throw to first to end the inning. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the third inning, and Butron is due up for Chicago here in the bottom of the third. Butrone hitting like you'd expect a pitcher to. Looks at strike one. So just realized, I don't think we've heard the PA announcer for a while here. Not that it really matters, but still. Butrone grounds out to first. Oh, there he is. Here's Mycetus Turris. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Doesn't chase the high fastball. That one is called a strike, so that will be the second out of the inning. Here's Santana, who got a base hit his first time up. I guess I didn't mention Jonathan. I guess had 3 strikeouts the first time through the Cubs order. That fourth one started the second go-around. Santana with a 2-1 count, and he will ground this off to second base. Kester to first. And that will end the third inning. 6 hits in the game, but no runs. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels in the fourth. Terry was a strikeout victim his first time up. That fastball stays low. That one's called a strike, up in the zone. Swing and a miss on that curveball, which must be trickier than it looks. Line drive out into center field, or right center field, wherever you want to draw that line, but it's a base hit either way. Runner on first for Frank, who also struck out in his first at-bat. Butrone from the stretch, had forkball, not real close. Ground through the right side of the infield. Terry will stop at second base. That'll put 2 on with nobody out. Tom at the plate, so coming off a home run yesterday. We'll see. He's ahead of that forkball. And that curveball bounces in, makes it 1-1. Ground ball to short. Cabrera goes to third with it, and that's the only out the Cubs will get, but it does get the lead runner. So 2 on with 1 out. Here is Zach. I can't remember what he did his first time up. He's going to bloop this one into center field, though. That will drop in for a base hit. And a run does score. Frank comes in to score the first run of this ball game. Butrone already wiping his brow. Joey, I'm pretty sure, struck out in his first at-bat. Still has 2 on with 1 out. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Hits this one into right field, right by the bullpen. It'll actually roll down into the bullpen area and score another run. 2-0 Squirrels. Runners on the corners. Apparently Joey's 1,000th hit of his career. Congratulations to him. Boy, the way he started off his career hitting, he didn't know if he'd ever get to 1,000 hits. So Jonathan at the plate. Again, runners on the corners. Just the 1 out. He could see a squeeze play here. Oh, he swings late on that fastball. Hits this one right to Cabrera. Nobody advances. 2 away. Still runners on the corners for Kester, who I believe is 0 for 2. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. This one's up and in. Makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Looks like this will be Butrone's last batter. So he's going to have to throw another pitch. 2-2, 2 away, 2 runners on base. Looks at strike 3, and that'll end the fourth inning. But the Squirrels open the scoring with the first 2 runs of the game. Carlos Pena is due up for the Cubs in the bottom of the fourth. Pena struck out in his first at-bat. He'll put this one into center field for a leadoff single. Here's Carlos Quinton, who also struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here's Rongo Rongo. Hit a bloop line drive. Wasn't even sharply hit. But gets credited with a line out. I feel like that makes it sound better than it was. It's got a 1-1 count right now. He will hit this one on the ground. Joey to second. Kester throws to first, but not quite in time. I think the only reason they had a shot there was they had a catcher running. Runner on first with 2 outs, and Orlando Cabrera swings and misses. Swings and misses again. Fouls that one off. Still an 0-2 count. This is out into left field. 2 aboard with 2 outs, and that brings Telemaco to the plate. Only hitting .215, so not exactly tearing it up here at the major league level. It's got a 1-1 count right now. Called strike 2. Ground ball to first. Terry will step on the bag, and that will be that. We go to the 5th inning. Marvin's going to come to the plate for the Squirrels, who still lead 2-0. Cubs should be going to their bullpen. They will bring in Lombard. I want to say we saw him once earlier in the year, but I am not 100% sure about that. This might be the first time we've seen him. Yeah, Marvin's 2 for 2, pair of singles. Looks at strike 1. Little pop-up. Cabrera should have it just barely into the grass. 1 away. Here is Chief. He's 1 for 2. Looks at a strike on a fastball. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Line drive into left field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Chief, I imagine, will end up with a double. And there it is. Definitely having a better day today than he did yesterday. So here's Terry with the runner in scoring position and only 1 out. He will line this one right to Telemaco. Chief retreats to second. So 2 away for Frank, a runner still in scoring position. Frank got a hit and scored the first run of the game last time up. He's got an 0-2 count right now on a couple borderline pitches. Swings and misses to end the top of the 5th. So we'll go on to the bottom half of the inning. The Cubs will start off with Stoltz at the plate. The Squirrels are leading 2-0. Stoltz ground out in his first at-bat. He will look at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That pitch is up and out. High fastballs called strike 3. That will bring Lombard to the plate. He will get to hit. Hitting .222 on the year, although I imagine that's with limited at-bats. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Excuse me, swing and a miss, strike 3. So here's his Turris. He has struck out twice today. So I think I misinformed you all that he came up for a second at-bat. He is 2 of Jonathan's 7 strikeouts on the day. Or no, I did get that right. So I actually talked about it during Santana's at-bat. Turris has a 2-2 count right now. He will go down swinging to end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. The Squirrels still up 2-0. And they will start off with Tom at the plate. Tom lines this one just foul down the right field line and swings and misses at a slider. Called strike 3 at the knees. 1 away. Here is Zach. He's 2 for 2 today. And make it 3 for 3 right back up the middle. We'll bring Joey to the plate. His last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. That hit in his last at-bat was career number 1,000. So he hits into a double play here, which is not quite as impressive. Mark that one down. 3-6-1. All right, so we'll go into the bottom of the 6th. Squirrels out hitting the Cubs by a decent margin, but only up 2-0 in the runs column. Santana's going to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 today.
Great Santana.
Jonathan puts a fastball in for a strike. Palm ball gets a swing and a miss. Ground ball to second for the first out of the inning. Carlos Pena is 1 for 2. He will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Oh. Slider a bit too far off the plate. Pena does not chase it. Not a bad 2-strike pitch. Does swing and miss at that curveball for the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Quinton. He is struck out in both at-bats today. He is behind on that fastball. Hits this one, but Jonathan's able to scoop it up and get the play to first. To get us to the 7th inning. Jonathan will be pinch hit for here. Squirrels are up 2-0. We will go with Sweeney, I think. So he tends to hit home runs here. Doesn't hit that many, but when he hits them, it always seems like it's in Wrigley. He's behind on that cutter. Looks at strike 2 on a slider. That pitch is down and out. Ground ball to Cabrera. He gets it to first. 1 away. So here's Kester. He's 0 for 3 today. Couple flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch is called a strike. That one's just a bit outside. This one's up and in. It's a 2-1 count. Grounds this one to third as Turris on to first. 2 away, and Harvard's going to need a hit if this double switch is going to work out cleanly. Good news is he's got at least 2 today, if not 3. I can't remember for sure. This one up the middle goes off of Lombard. Santana is there to clean it up. Well, it's stretch time. Squirrels up 2-0. Rongo will lead off after the break.
Please rise and join the singing.
Go. Let's see. Jonathan was pitching, so that'll bring Gonzalez in. Gets into Marvin's spot. So let's have Zach move into center, and we'll have Sweeney play right, at least for an inning.
Your attention, please. Now come by the pitch to Indianapolis. Number 76, Gonzalez.
All right, Rongo is 0 for 2. Gonzalez starts things off with a changeup that puts into deeper left field. Will Frank get there? He just does. And somehow also doesn't crash into the wall. Good play out there and left by Frank. Brings Orlando Cabrera to the plate, who takes the ball low, and that one bounces in as well. 2-0. It's a better splitter, and it's ground onto second base. Kester gets it to first. 2 down. Here's Telemaco. He's 0 for 2 today. Looks at a strike. Pitch a bit inside. Swing and a miss. They'll make it 1-2. Bloop towards second, and that will In the 7th inning, we go into the 8th. Chief is going to lead things off for the Squirrels, who still lead 2-0.
Number 61.
Chief 2 for 3 today. He's got a single and a double. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. And looks at one more ball. 3-0. Takes it a pitch just down the middle to make it 3-1. Cutter makes it a full count. Chief hasn't swung the bat yet, and he won't. He's going to walk. Runner on first with nobody out. Here comes Terry. He is 1 for 3 so far. And he's going to put this one into the seats out in left center. A 390-foot shot, his 18th home run of the year. And that changes the complexion of this ball game. It's now 4-0 Squirrels. That's going to be it for Lombard. Going to bring in Bizzardo. I'll say I didn't understand that first name. So Yoland, something like that. Anyway, here's Frank. He's 1 for 3 today. No outs, nobody on base. A pop up to second will be the first out of the inning. So here comes Tom. He's 0 for 3 today. So he looks at strike 1. He's going to get his first base hit of the day. Ground ball right up the middle. Stoltz takes a weird route to it. Tom thought about taking advantage, but couldn't quite get the second, so he goes back. Zach is 3 for 3 so far as they check over on first. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And ground ball to third. They go to second with it. On to first, not in time. So runner still on first with 2 outs. Joey, 1 for 3. Did hit into a double play last time, so he'll have a hard time doing that again. Scotto, I don't know where that was going. Just the wrong thing fired in my brain there. Joey has an 0-2 count now. Took one and swung at one. And hits this one on the ground. Cabrera on to first. And we'll go into the bottom half of the 8th inning. Suddenly don't have to change pitchers because the Squirrels are leading 4-0. The Cubs will start off with Stoltz at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Gonzalez starts him off with a strike, swing and a miss. Hits this one out into right field. That will be a base hit. Bizzardo's going to get the hit for himself here. He's going to hit might not have hit it hard enough for a double play. Never mind, we got it, 6-4-3. Kester with a pretty decent turn there, actually. Thought it was too softly hit, but just got Bizzardo off at first, so the bases are now empty with 2 outs. Meisterdis Turris has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far, and he's going to start off with a strike here. Finally gets a hit in this game, puts it out into right field. Sweeney boots it a little bit, but not enough to cause any harm. So here's Santana. He's 1 for 3. As he looks at a ball. Splitter's in there for a strike. Swings and misses at a splitter to make it 1-2. Cutter gets away. He's going to move a runner into scoring position. Could be a meaningful run if the Cubs can get it. We've got a full count now. And Santana draws a walk. That pitch just missed the outside corner. Now, this could be very significant as David Ortiz is going to come to the plate. He's got a better batting average and nearly as many homers and I'm sure many fewer at-bats than Carlos Pena. So he looks at strike 1. Into center field, but oh no, it gets over Zach's head. I thought it was going to be right to him. Well, that does change how the 9th inning might go. Runners on the corners, the Cubs now on the board. Carlos Quinton at the plate. Gonzalez really needs to get out of this inning here as he gets a swing and a miss. Popped foul will make it 0-2. Line drive into left. That's going to score another run. So here comes Rongo Rongo, who flew out to left in his last at-bat. Cubs still have 2 on with 2 outs. Here's a ground ball. Joey should handle that. And we are out of the inning, but the Cubs came alive there. It's 4-2 as we go into the 9th inning. Sweeney's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Bizardo puts in a splitter that Sweeney fouls back. It's a called strike. Makes it 0-2. Gets a ground ball to second. That will be the first out of the inning. That will bring Kester to the plate. He's 0 for 4 today. That splitter just misses outside. Down and away, makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Ground ball to Cabrera, who throws over to first. That will give us a pinch hitter. We'll go with Quinton. Try to get a real outfielder back out there for the 9th. Quinton will bat left-handed. Nobody on base with 2 outs. Bizardo puts a splitter in there for a strike. Ground ball right to Ortiz, and that will end the top of the 9th inning. Cubs need 2 runs to stay alive. They're going to start off with Orlando Cabrera at the plate. We're going to do some defensive switching as we get Shibuya into the game. Do like we did back in the first season when we'd move Chief off of third quite a bit.
Your attention, please. Now come by the Jets for Indianapolis. Number 13, Shibuya.
Shibuya is nearing 40 saves. I don't remember exactly where he's at. Cabrera's 2 for 3 today. And he will put this into deep center field. Zach going back, and it is landing right at the base of the wall. That's going to be a leadoff double for Cabrera. We're getting a pinch something here. Pinch runner, even though they're the same rated speed 8, but Ozuna's going to come in to run. Telemaco hits a line drive to first. Not a hard line drive. That is the first out of the inning. Runner gets back safely. Stultz at the plate then, looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Ground ball to Chief, who will get it to first for the second out of the inning. The good news is Cabrera's run is really not that important. They're going to bring Bowen to the plate. I don't remember him. Looks like he's a real player. Rob Bowen puts it into deep center field. That will score that 3rd run. And puts the tying run into scoring position. This has been a sloppy end of the game by Squirrels pitching. So here is Isturis then. Hits the ground ball to second, and the Cubs will escape today with a 4-3 win. Oh, that got real hairy real quick. Looks like Rob Bowen, he didn't play a lot in any given year, but he was in the majors from 2003 to 2008, so he definitely would have been retired by 2014, where we're supposed to be at here, but I see why he was in the game. As it turned out, that 2-run homer ended up being extremely important. I imagine that will make Terry your player of the game. We'll find out here in just a moment. And they go with Zach instead. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, Feel very free. We'll finish up this series with the bench guys against the Cubs tomorrow. We will see you then.